So Gemini 3 has probably been released by the time you're watching this. I'm recording this 4 hours after the model card and benchmarks were released for Gemini 3, and I've got to say, I'm pretty excited. I've been saying for a while now that I think Google's going to come out as the leader in the AI wars. And since I'm recording this before I've been able to play around with Gemini 3, I thought it'd be fun just to kind of speculate about what that would mean. So first of all, looking at the benchmarks, it does look like Gemini 3 is going to be the big leap forward that we expected it to be. Now, people will rightfully criticize benchmarks. They're not a reliable indicator of performance. But if the leaked benchmarks are legitimate, we can at least say that it's markedly better than Gemini 2.5, which is already a really good model. Not quite as good overall as ChatGPT or Claude, but still the best in a lot of areas. So assuming Gemini 3 is a big step forward from that, I think it's safe to say it will be the most powerful model. And that makes sense. Google has the most resources and the most data. And according to the model card for Gemini 3, it has largely been trained on the data from Google users. Now, of course, we could debate the ethics of that, but right now I just want to talk about the implications. Now, right now, a lot of people might be thinking, but who uses Gemini anyways? Well, actually, billions of people do. They just might not know they're using it. And that's Google's biggest advantage, distribution. They're designing these models to be baked into their existing products. Most importantly, Google Search. If you don't know, Gemini is what powers the AI overviews that show up at the top of search results, and also Google's AI mode, which once it's good enough, will almost certainly replace traditional search results. And that's probably the biggest reason to be paying attention to this rollout. We could be moving into a world very quickly where you care more about what Gemini recommends than Google Search. Now, of course, Gemini is using Google Search under the hood, but it searches very differently than humans do. And understanding that difference is going to be the key once Google's AI mode takes over traditional search results. So we'll have to wait and see if Gemini 3 is actually powerful enough to replace traditional search results. From the model card, we also know that Google's main focus is on agentic use. And this is no secret, Google has been putting a lot of emphasis on agents and agentic use, both in creating agents and giving users the tools to create their own agents. I actually think Google already has the best tools for creating agents, so Gemini getting significantly smarter would be a big push forward for us using agents in our work. I think it's likely that a lot of tasks now that we just can't outsource to AI will be unlocked by a significantly smarter model. We'll have to see if that model is Gemini. The model card also hinted at something called Google Anti-Gravity. Maybe by the time you're watching this, you know what that is, but I'm very curious. I like to think that Google has actually invented anti-gravity, and Gemini 3 is just so impressive that it's just a footnote.